Hare Krishna. We are going to do 10th chapter, verse number 8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam bhuda bhava samanvitaha. Translation, chapter 10, verse number 8. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. You see, in the previous one of the chapters, he says, Bhoktaram yajna tapasa sarva loka maheshwaram. He says, I am the beneficiary of all, all your sacrifices, and I am the sarva loka maheshwar. I am the boss of all the lokas. And here he is telling all the lokas, that is all the spiritual worlds, and all the lokas in the material world, everything comes from me. When he said he is the boss, that time he said he is the boss. Now he is telling it is coming also from me. Means it's created by him. Okay. So, everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. See, when we know that our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister, then with all our hearts we are with awe and respect. Oh, if at all he comes here now, say, oh, we'll immediately get up, with respect. So, if we know, that is because he is the Prime Minister of one country, a small country in the big earth. And big earth is a small place in the whole one universe. And one universe is like a small bubble in this whole of the cosmos, There are so many universes, as many hair follicles on the body of Vishnu, that many universes are there. Okay, so all those universes are emanating from Krishna, and he is Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. So if such a person is going to, if we understand he is such a big person, then for the Prime Minister, we will respectfully stand up and we will look at him with respect. And for the Krishna, he is the boss of all bosses, he is the boss of all devatas, who is the boss of all the spiritual worlds and material worlds. How much more respect will be generated in our hearts when we understand this correctly. That time we will become wise. That's why he says, the wise who perfectly know this, not that theoretically we have just heard, like now we heard. When we realize it, when we know this, then what we do? Oh Krishna, you are our master, take care. I am such a small puny person. My situations are very much known to you. You take care the way you want, but let me always remember you. Let me always serve you. So the wise people will take life like this. Okay, the wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So it's like this, it's like if we have a best friend and if we go to his house and he tells that, you come to the city, I'll come to pick you up. The minute we enter the city, the guards will open the gate and, show great respect, and, and some car comes and picks you up, you'll be surprised. Oh, you are so-and-so's guest, right? I have come to pick you. A big man comes and then he takes you, and then your friend, he says, oh my dear friend, you have come, come, I'll take you for a ride, Now then, he'll show that this whole city is mine. What will happen to us? This big city is yours. Imagine, the city in which we live, if it belongs to one person, and if he happens to be our best friend, we will become very proud. So, when Arjuna heard all these material worlds, all the spiritual worlds belongs to Krishna, what was Arjuna's situation? That is revealed in this verse, in chapter 10, verse number 12 and 13. Arjuna vacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevam ajam vibhum ahustvam rishya sarve devarshir naradas tatha asito devalo vyasa swayam chaiva bravisi me. Translation, chapter 10, verse 12 and 13. Arjuna said, You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa confirm this truth about you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. Arjuna becomes very excited hearing this. Really? You're such a big person. Now he feels like, you are so great. When he is describing, you are the purest, you are the absolute truth, you are the ultimate abode, you are eternal, transcendental. Then he feels, then people may think that after all his friend is describing, who knows, how big he is actually. The friends will always glorify their friends. So he's telling, no, not just me, even Asita, great sage Asita, Devala, Narada, Vyasa also, all of them say the same thing about you. So it's not that I am alone, but everyone says that you are the supreme person. You are the ultimate truth. You are the ultimate abode. You are the purest. You are the original person. So like this, Arjuna is saying that everyone is confirming. So from this verse, even we get a confirmation that not just Bhagavad Gita, but all other scriptures also confirm the supremacy of Krishna. So when Krishna is supreme, we can simply surrender and Krishna will take care. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.